All right, so to continue on using the polygon angle sum theorem, the next type of problem you could have is finding how many sides a shape has given a total degree. So up until this point, we've just been using n minus 2 times 180. But now we actually have a total. So in this problem, you're figuring out how many sides a shape has. So you're actually solving for n. Because remember, n represents the number of sides. So we're using the same formula. All of it is rounding out with the formula n minus 2 times 180. But now it's actually going to give you a total. Okay, so it's going to give you a total degree. So let's utilize this. It says the total degree is 540. How many sides is this shape going to have? So what you're going to do is n minus 2 times 180 equals my total. How many sides does a shape have if it totals 540 degrees? So what we have to do is get rid of all of our variables. We're solving for n in this case. First thing you want to do, I would recommend, is divide both sides by 180. That's going to be your best bet. Don't distribute 180, it just makes more work. So now we have n minus 2 equals, and 540 divided by 180 is 3. Now we should know, okay, 540 degrees, that's not right. Three-sided figures only add up to 180. Remember, you have to add 2 to your final answer. If you don't add 2, it's not going to work. So these will cancel, and the number of sides we have is 5. So a pentagon. We're still using our same formula. We're just now solving for a different piece of it. So in this next problem, total degree is 1800. Our goal here again is to solve for n. So n minus 2 times 180 gives me my total. But now I know that my total has to be 1800. So now again, divide by 180. And this is a perfect time to stop the video and to practice. So I'm going to be left with n minus 2 equals, I think it should give us 10. It does. Should trust my math gut. Then I'm going to add 2. You have to remember to add 2 because a 10-sided figure doesn't add up to 1800. A 12-sided figure does. Let's try one more. My total degree is 4,320. I need to know how many sides the shape has. Don't use guess and check and just pick random numbers. Just solve it. A lot of the time you take more time trying to just plug in a random number for n than actually solving the problem. The problem is just a two-step formula. Divide by 180, which I will do right now. 4320. That was not right. 4320 divided by 180 is 24. So just take the time, solve the problem. It's a two-step equation. Divide by 180, add 2. So when we do that, we get n equals 26. So just some things that I want to remind you. Finding how many sides a shape has. That is fancy talk for just, okay, I'm going to use my n minus 2 times 180, but in this case, I'm going to actually know a total. Whereas before, I didn't know a total. Now I do. I just kind of work backwards. All right, to continue on. How can we use the polygon angle sum theorem to solve for a variable? So let's review the triangle angle sum theorem. How did we solve for x? Okay, well, we know that all of these angles have to add up to a certain degree, and that degree is 180. So we add everything together, 27 plus 80 plus x equals 180, because any triangle should always add to equal 180. So let's continue to solve. So 27 plus 80 is 107. So 107 plus x equals 180, and when I subtract 180 minus 107, I get 73. Okay, let's analyze that. We knew that we could add them up to all equal 180 because it's a triangle. All three-sided figures add to equal 180. So how can we utilize this concept to help us do other problems? Okay, so let's figure that out. We want to apply the polygon angle sum theorem to this problem. The first thing that you have to know is total degree. So let's calculate the total degree first. So n minus 2 times 180. How many sides does the shape have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides minus 2 times 180. Okay, I'm going to plug it in. 5 minus 2 times 180. All of these angles should add to equal 540. So now, instead of it equaling 180 like it did with the triangle, you just find out how many total degrees the shape has and then add all of them up. So I'm going to do 117 plus 105 plus 115 plus 100 plus x equals 540. We're just using the polygon angle sum theorem now instead of the triangle angle sum theorem. Same idea. Mathematically, it's the exact same. 117 plus 105 plus 115 plus 100 is 437. So 437 plus x equals 540. So 540 minus 437 is 103. So my missing angle is 103. Same idea. Just now it's going to equal something different. It's not going to equal 180. It could equal 360, 540, 900, depending on how many sides the shape has. Find the total first, then you just add them all up to equal the total. So up until this point, it's all been about interior angles. What about the exterior angles? So let's draw exterior angles. An exterior angle is something that extends through a vertex. So what that means is I'm going to take this and extend it this way. That's one angle. Okay, let's do another one. I want my colors to kind of look decent. I'm following a pattern. I'm going to extend this one out. Okay, and then I will extend this one. See how I've extended the pattern? They're going in circles. I'm left with an angle here, here, and here. Okay, let's try another one. Let's extend this one out. So I'm going to extend here, extend down here, creating all of these angles. Extend over here, and extend up here. Notice I'm creating here, 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 and here. Okay? All exterior angles add to equal 360 degrees. Okay? If I had the Elmo, this would make a little bit more sense, but if you visualize me moving all of these vertices over, we know that a circle is 360 degrees. Well, if this is a square, that means 90, 90, 90, 90, 360 degrees. These are all linear pairs. These should all add up to 360 as well. So let's do the sum of the exterior angles is always 360 degrees. I don't care how many sides the shape has. It will always add up to 360. It just means the more sides, the smaller these values are. All exterior angles always add to 360. All right, so let's find this one. Find the measure of an exterior angle given the number of sides in the regular polygon. So it's important to know that it has to be a regular polygon so all the angles are equal. So I know that I want to know basically what is the measure of one of these tiny angles in a 16-sided figure. Well, the total has to be 360 degrees. Sorry, my computer is going to die and I will be so sad if it dies before I'm finished. All right, I will turn my brightness down real quick. Okay, so total 360 degrees divided by the number of sides. That's all you have to do. So 360 divided by 16 is 22.5. So each exterior angle is 22.5. Okay, same idea. 24 sides. Oh, 360. We're going to divide 360 by 24 degrees, or 24 sides. Okay, so 360 divided by 24 is 15. So each angle is 15 degrees. You can clearly do these last two. You just take the number of sides and divide that into 360. For the sake of time and for the sake of my 15 minutes remaining on my battery, let's practice and solve. I did my best to draw these polygons regular. We want to find the measure of one interior and the measure of one exterior. So one interior angle means all of these are equal. This is a triangle, so I already know that the total is 180. Dividing by 3 is 60, which makes this angle 60 degrees. Now let's solve for y. Y is an exterior angle, so the total is always 360 divided by the number of sides. So 360 divided by 3 is 120. So each exterior angle is 120. Let's try the next one. So how many sides does this one have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to first know how many degrees the shape has. So 7 minus 2 times 180 will give me how many degrees my shape is. 7 minus 2 times 180. The total is 900. However, I only want one of them. So 900 divided by 7. 900 divided by 7 gives me a horrible decimal. Let's round to the nearest tenth of 128.6. X is 128.6. Now to solve for y, that's exterior. My exterior angles are always 360. I'm breaking that up into 7 equal pieces. Again, I get a horrible decimal, so we'll do 51.4 equals y. So to recap, and again, I will put the final answer here down at the bottom for your notes. But to recap, all you're doing is exterior angles should always equal 360. Doesn't matter how many sides the shape has. If I just want to know the measure of one of those exterior angles, I take the total of 360 and divide it by the number of sides. This right here is kind of combining everything we've done so far. This helps us find the measure of one angle in a regular polygon, and then we also get to practice the exterior angle.